Yo, BCHQ, what's going on, people? Hope everyone's good. Watched UFC 17 last night. Wow. Like, that's my reaction to it. 3 title fights, 3 new champions. First up, the strawweight fight, Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Rose Namajunas. Jędrzejczyk is one of my favourite fighters of all time. I was shocked how it went down. Rose Namajunas finished her with ground and pound and made Joanna tap from ground and pound. Now, if you're a UFC fan, you know how much of a killer Jędrzejczyk is. It's bad enough tapping from a submission, but ground and pound, like, this just tells you the talent and the beast that Namajunas is and can be. She's still very young, remember, she's only 25. Like, I was gutted for Joanna, but at the same time I'm really happy for Rose. She's had a lot of issues in the past, and I hope that this just catapults her now to be in a better place. Then we had TJ Dillashaw, Cody Garbrandt for the bantamweight. For anyone that follows UFC, there's been a lot of story behind this one. They used to be in the same camp. Coaches were involved as well in the same camps, and now there's a definite divide between the camps and the teams. Dillashaw left the Team Alpha Male, and ever since then it's all been back and forth, and it added to the fight. And Dillashaw come out victorious via KO with punches. They kind of respectfully give each other props after the fight, but they've also said that they're not going back on what they said previous to the fight, of like being called a snake and all that shit. So there'll definitely be a rematch in that, I think, even though Dillashaw wants to fight Demetrius now. I still think that rematch will happen, if not before Demetrius, or I think it'd be the fight after. And then GSP versus Michael Bisping. I had to root for Bisping, and I truly believed that he could beat GSP, but it just didn't happen. GSP was definitely rocked a few times, but more, well, maybe not rocked, but there was a few punches that he got caught with, but I noticed that he was gassing, but GSP pulled it out of the bag, and he finished the count with a rear naked choke. And Bisping was a class act afterwards. People don't give him credit for that. Like, he does talk a lot of shit, but a lot of fighters do. So I just think it's because he's English and the majority of the fans are American. He gets a lot of shit for it, but he was very humble in defeat. And yeah, I think there could be... Well, actually, no. I've heard other people say that there'd be rematches, but I can't see that being a rematch, because it was hard enough that Bisping don't get taken seriously anyway, even when he became the champion. Like, he just gets unfair treatment, but fair play to GSP, he's back. I do think he needs to work on his cardio a little bit, because he was gassing, but he managed to pull it out of the bag before he got too detrimental. And yeah, great card, one of the best cards I've seen in the last couple of years. But that Joanna Jędrzejczyk Namajunas fight, there's been a few fights the last few years that have been jaw droppers and wow shock moments, and that's one of the all-time ones for me. It's not as... I'd say the number one for me would have to be Holly Holm, Ronda Rousey, but this one was definitely up there. So yeah, awesome card, and yeah, let's build on this. I can't wait to form more awesome cards. They don't want to fuck with the real ones.